All right, the next ones are ones that have fractions. I see my typist got a typo on there. I think that's supposed to say gas. Reuben's gas tank is 2/3 full. After he buys 6 gallons of gas, it is 7/10 full. How many gallons can Reuben's tank hold? So the question is, how full is the tank? What do we want to use for our variable? T? Okay, let's use T then. So, Reuben's tank is 2/3 full. How do I represent that?
2/5 T.
2/5, I said 2/3. 2/5 T. He buys 6 gallons of gas, so we are going to add 6 gallons to our tank. Now our tank is 7/10 full, so 7/10 T. Now, if you really like working with fractions, you could subtract your 2/5 T first. Most people don't really enjoy fractions, and I find they make a lot of mistakes when they do that. So I suggest, instead of doing what Alex does, which is move the 2/5 T over, is to get rid of the fractions as your first step so that you don't have to worry about all the fractions and multiplying by reciprocals and all of that good stuff. So I would go ahead and multiply everything by 10, which is my common denominator, so I can eliminate my fractions. 5 goes into 10 2 times, so 2 times 2T would give me 4T. 10 times 6 is 60. Didn't have any fractions to cancel there. And here 10 goes into 10 1. 1 times 7T is 7T. And that equation is a whole lot easier to solve than if you do it with the fractions. Not that it's not really fun to work with the fractions and do it that way. It does work out, but this seems to be a lot simpler. And why would you want to do more work than you need to? If I want to solve that, then I'm going to subtract my 4T. 60 then equals 3T. And then, of course, divide by my 3. And so 20 gallons is how much my tank can hold. 14 and 15 pretty much going to look the same as that previous one. Sometimes we add to our tank, sometimes we subtract. This time it says the container holds the water for a football team is 1/3 full. After pouring in 11 gallons of water, it is 5/6 full. How many gallons can the container hold? So what would my equation be?
1/3 C.
1/3 C we're going to go with. Plus 11 equals 5/6 C, whatever you want to use for your variable. So if I'm going to solve that equation, the first step might be getting rid of my fractions by multiplying everything by 6, which would be my common denominator. Now you could do 18 if you really wanted to, but if you use your least common multiple, then your numbers aren't so big. So 6 times 1/3 C would give me 2C plus 6 times 11 and 6 times 5/6 C will give me 5C, right? And so we're going to subtract our 2C. 66 is going to equal 3C, and when we divide by 3, our answer is going to be 22 gallons. Everybody all at once. Alright. Whoop, didn't want to erase. So number 15, it says the container that holds the water for the football team is 3/4 full. After pouring out 7 gallons of water, it is half full. How many gallons can the container hold? So what would my equation on this one be?
Before it's
You Gavin's the only one who can talk today. 3/4
G.
G
Minus 7
minus 7
equals half G.
equals 1/2 G. We poured out 7 gallons, so we minus the 7. And so if we want to solve this one, first thing we're going to do is multiply everything by 4. And if we multiply by 4, we're then going to have 3G minus what? 28 equals 2G. So don't forget to multiply your whole number times that 4 also. And so in order to solve that, we would subtract our 3G. So negative 28 equals negative 1G. And if I divide by my negative 1, then 28 gallons.